Hello, welcome on in and happy Friday everyone. I hope everyone has had a great day so far. We are back in between, in Katera. No longer in the Iktar, we are in the, well, it's not called the Dragon's Rest Islands yet.
Not yet.
But yeah, and we have some amazing players here today. First up, we have the usual suspect of Terris.
Hi.
Hi, Tony. Hi, Lilith.
Hey, Tony.
Hi, Vitu. Missed anyone? Don't think so. And secondly, we have Josh.
Ahoy. How are we, mateys? You want us to do the full intro, or you're just like, this is who we are, and then...
I mean, go for it! I love your intro. I need to
right.
get...
I was...
We were just saying hi.
Oh, yeah. Hi.
No, I love your intro, Josh. Go for it. I need to make an intro.
Avast and ahoy, mateys. I be Josh the Pirate. You can find me on my channel, Corsair's Cove, where I run D&D. It's very exciting times. In the next month, we are looking at... having a International Talk Like Josh the Pirate Day charity marathon, which is exciting, and I need to talk to Ardana and Terris about after this. That's going to be super fun in support of childhood cancer support.
Hell yeah.
We also do, we do D&D 3 nights a week. I run Humblewood games. I build homebrew stuff. We have a 1v1 campaign of our own, and occasionally we do One Shot Wednesday. And we recently topped 400 followers, which is really exciting and very, very cool.
Yay! Well deserved.
It's good numbers. Good numbers.
Yes.
Yeah, and we've been active for less than a year. So that's kind of exciting as well. We're like, we're doing well. Killing it.
Absolutely.
You can find me there, or if you like my voice, but you think I could stand to turn the face down a little bit, you can check me out on the D&D podcast There Be Dragons, where I play the infamous and deadly pirate Scan Felspar and his little dragon, Hrosh, which is based on a Scandi sea monster called a Hrosh Valur. I just like the name. He's nothing like a Hrosh Valur because he's not a giant seahorse. He's a small dragon.
No. I love him.
Yes.
That's me.
And Terris.
Yep. Hi, I'm Sir Terris. I am the friendly neighborhood ferret. I play Frimlin on a Friday and can be found in a lot of Ardana's streams. I also can sometimes be found playing games on my girlfriend's stream by the name of Giselle Visalia. Other than that, you might expect to see me in other projects and things in the future, but I don't stream myself just yet. And that's me.
How the hell do we spell this thing?
There
we go.
How? Yep.
It was as I thought. Here we go. And yeah, I snuck in there the other day and just hung out because I was just woken up and I was like, brain no working. And yeah, hi, I'm Ardana or Joe. I am the, showrunner here, I guess.
Yeah.
I run D&D twice a week and sometimes pop up and on other days as well. Playing other games. I think next week I'm going to pop in on a Tuesday running some Hades maybe, or maybe reading through Shadowrun, which is a new system I think that I just bought. So we shall see. I haven't read it at all, so I don't know if it's a separate system or if it's part of D&D, so I don't know.
Have they twisted Shadowrun for 5e, or is it? Because I am aware of a different a system for Shadowrun. I don't know that it's new, but they may have made a new one. I have it in my head that Shadowrun's quite an old RPG system.
I think it's pretty old. Let me see, because I just bought it via Humble Bundle, So.
Yeah. Oh no, it'll be ancient then.
Yeah.
They don't put anything in that's brand new.
Let me see. I think I Where did it
Good
go?
deal though. Oh no, I did see that.
Yeah.
I think I did see that. Yeah.
I got
yeah.
like all the modules and everything for like $17.
That's
yeah,
not
yeah,
bad.
yeah. No, I saw that. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, good find.
I don't
I
know
was
where
like,
I put it right now, but
I don't need it. I don't need it.
You need it, Josh. You need it.
I don't know, but I actually don't.
You know
like,
what
I
I really
want
want to
it.
play though is Monster of the Week.
yes, I'm gonna look
Oh.
into that as well. I have the rules. I have like 100 different systems just laying around because I bought this huge bundle for Ukraine support, and it was like
Oh, yeah,
Oh, cool.
100 different systems, RPG systems in it, and it was, from
Where
indie
can I get this?
I think it's closed, unfortunately. It was just
Damn it.
for like a month, but
Definitely dump some money on that.
yeah.
Well, if you both are interested in playing Monster of the Week, I have a DM who is just champing at the bit for it. My DM from There Be Dragons, Castellan.
absolutely.
He came and joined me on a Tactics Tuesday, and we had a look at it. We built 4 characters in that time,
yeah.
and he was like, "I want to play with these characters." So he's like, "Find me some people. I will run a game with these characters," and we're like, "Okay,
And-
cool."
Yeah,
So-
fine.
I have played Monster of the Week enough that I actually have a Google Sheets template for character sheets
Nice.
that I've made.
Nice.
So yeah, for the
I've never
playbooks.
played it, so I'm always keen. But yeah, before we get too much tangenting into Oblivion, I could talk about this forever, maybe on stream at some point. But yeah, let's hop on into the actual gameplay. And before I do that, I need to do some stuff. The music you're listening to right now is by Supensane. I actually remembered it. The Terris commissioned by them, and there should be a link to their stuff in the announcements section of my Discord. Sound effects and music during the game will be by Sirenscape. When you can just go to sirenscape.com, get a free account, and there's like 100 soundscapes you can get for free, absolutely free. Or you can get a subscription and you get like 100 more. It's insane.
And you can stream it to other people as well. Yeah, well, that's the important part of it. That's why I pay for it.
Yeah.
And it is very good service. Can recommend.
Oh, absolutely. The maps, the starting soon screen, and the overlay were made in Incarnate by yours truly. All the maps I've made show up eventually on the Discord in our art section, and they are all free to use for everyone who wants to use them. You don't have to credit.
Amazing.
Thank you. You don't have to credit me for them, but it's nice.
It is nice.
What else? There was one more thing I was going to say, but I forgot about it. Oh yes, I've changed the exclamation points perk command a little bit, so now all the perks are available for channel points only. But if you want to contribute to the game, you can just go into your channel points section and look at all the perks that are available for redemption and pop one in, like the beautiful hero point that Terris still has and that Josh used.
I did.
Not last time, but the one before, to get an army of kobolds.
I am holding on to mine in case I die.
Yes.
Yeah, this is it. I'm short form character. I can afford it. And I am at 5,900. Saving up for that sweet $8,000 so I can repay the hero point. It's the benefit of having 2 channels as well, because I've got 4.5 on the other side.
Nice. Nice. Yeah. But yeah.
Miata slide.
Anyone want to give us a recap of what happened last time?
We killed a hag.
Nailed it. Why waste time?
Sorry.
There
I'm
was
a
some
dick.
scouting. I think you're glossing over some very, very good stuff.
Yes.
Was the convincing of some geese to attack the hag. There was
Death of
convincing of some
geese.
kobolds to attack the hag. There was 3 things that made everybody very depressed that we murdered. Karma almost made it into combat. The kobolds then ransacked the hag's house at our request. After we went in, couldn't find shit, so that we were like, oh, well, that's right, we've got an army of kobolds. Boys, do your thing. And we agreed to split anything they found with them. I'm reckoning we just take the golden egg and they can have literally everything else, because it's just a pile of refuse and garbage. Yeah, but at the end, and this is the important part as far as Ada is concerned, we found a gold dragon egg.
We absolutely did, which is very exciting.
And Ada's like, ooh, hey, Frimlin, buddy, I'm gonna have to ask if I can keep that one.
And
Because Granny would want to talk to it.
I love how the
Yes.
music
But
just
she's
died at
gonna-
that point.
She is dead set gonna try and hatch it.
And that's
And
absolutely
it's-
fine. If
And very keen for Frimlin's assistance with that.
oh yes, Frimlin will help wherever he can.
Blended. But yeah, we need to figure out how to make the dam go away. Or did we do
Yes.
that?
No, the dam is still there.
Dam.
Yes, it's a dam.
There we go. Yeah, thank you.
So I
We're
think
here-
we just need to
we're here
tear
all
down
night.
the damn wall.
Yeah. I can just go ham on it. Yeah, I'm not a particularly beefy barbarian, but I can just try and lift shit. I'm quite a beefy barbarian.
I'm not a very beefy bard. Like,
it's one large rock, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. What am I doing? What am I doing? Where am I? Chat, what am I doing? What am I doing with my life?
I
hang
don't
on.
know.
Let's go to join VTT, shall we?
Yes.
Can I
I'm not
charm
actually
the
looking
rock?
at the...
No, it's not a person, so charm person doesn't work on it.
No, charm rock.
Very niche use spell. I'm surprised you took it, to be honest, but hey, it's paid out in the long run.
Would it be like... what charm spell would you use to charm an elemental?
Well, listen up. That
charm
depends on
monsters,
whether an
yeah.
whether an elemental is a monster or a person, I guess. And really,
So I'd probably
Frimlin
go
would
with
like to
Dominate
know.
Monster.
But Frimlin would like to know. Monsterhood doesn't necessarily mean that. A monster is a monster, but is a monster not also a person? What constitutes personhood?
I mean, I look at
definitely
it...
thread the line between the two.
Yeah, so like, for me it's more of a... You can use charm person on a sentient being, like a awakened being. And charm monster on a being that is not sentient. Well,
That makes sense.
Yeah, that generally tracks. I would agree with that. Yeah, you're gonna find exceptions to every rule, but yeah.
Because I think the Raw says that if it's not smart enough, you can't charm it.
Yeah.
Hello,
You
Lonely
might make
Stoner.
some distinctions about. Oh, hey, Lonely Stoner. Good to see ya.
Hello.
Has Lonely Stoner been here before, Adana?
No, they have not.
No. Lonely Stoner came and joined us on Tuesday night over on Corsair's Cove, and then came back on Wednesday night for some wonderful shenanigans. We just had a table talks. Lonely Stoner is an absolute champion, a bloody legend, and an Alaskan.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh,
And yeah, really lovely person and was great value in chat. So welcome, Lonely Stoner. Good to see
Welcome,
you,
welcome.
mate.
hello.
But
Good
yeah,
to see you.
Cool. So Ardon, I think Ada would be like, how big is this rock? Can you? We're trying to break Lonely Stoner. We're trying to get. We've found a hag who's blocked up a river, and it's causing major problems downstream. We killed the hag, and now we are trying to remove the blockage, as it were.
Wow.
And yeah, that little rock down there, how big are we talking? Sort of 30, 40, 50 feet wide?
it's 35 feet wide and 15 feet deep.
Well, I suppose with a big enough stick, we could lever it out.
With a large enough stick, I could move the moon, my dear. But yes, I suppose. Do you see any particularly large sticks?
I mean, there's some rather large trees, but I'm not sure how robust the branches would be.
Is there any sort of beams in the roof of the house, the hut that we do not intend to remain in? I'd like to go in and just have a peek at the roof.
Yeah.
See if there's a decent
Alternatively,
size beam that we could shift out and use as a lever.
Alternatively, I'm told kobolds are good at digging.
Underwater?
Well, no.
There is a number of beams in the ceiling of this hut. One longer that goes along the center of the ceiling, and several shorter going crosswise, creating like a skeleton holding up the roof.
Cool. Done. That'll do. How are we going, lads? We found everything we need? David, how's it going?
David pokes his head up from a pile of, you don't even know what the hell that is supposed to have been, and goes,
that looks good.
I think we're almost done.
Excellent.
Splendid. Well done, guys. You're doing marvelously. I'm very impressed. Well, give me a shout when you're ready. I'm going to demolish the roof, basically. So just a heads up on that, literally. And I get out my hand axes and prepare to just destroy the roof of this building, so that I can utilize the longest spar in it as a big old lever to try and shift the rock.
I'm not sure how I can help here, but if you direct
I'm going to need help getting it over there. And you and Karma. Karma's a fairly beefy boy as well, if he can heft the two of us. So if the three of us if we need to find a large rock that we could sort of use as a pivot, and we'll treat it like a game of, what are we talking about? What's it called? The seesaw, a seesaw. But we want obviously it to be longer at one end. So if we sort of spend our time getting that ready while the kobolds finish ransacking the hut.
Right. And yeah, can Frim look around for a rock to use as a lever point?
Sure. It's not
Or trunk.
Yeah, there are several dying trees around you. In the dammed up river, you can see that there are rocks sticking out of the ground that could be shuffled over with a little bit of manpower.
Right.
The other thing we'll need to prepare before is, yes, we can lift it, but we need to also be able to then prop it up. So we need some shorter ones to do the propping. Otherwise, it'll just fall down and block the hole again, and all the effort will be naught.
Of course.
But we can get the lads to do that, I think.
Yes, I think so.
They standing ready with half a dozen props. Dash in afterwards.
Oh, we can absolutely do that. David's still like with only his
Splendid.
head out
Good
of
lads.
this pile of debris.
Marvelous. Alrighty. Well, I might just I'm going to begin. All right, lads. So I'll start at the end. You're not, and then I'll work my way across. So just a heads up, lads. All right.
All
And
right.
Ada begins chopping.
Uh,
Um,
David quickly ushers the kobolds out of the way, and they stand outside waiting for you to be done.
Frimlin is going to follow the kobolds for now. He's keeping an eye on Ada, ready to jumping in as soon as he's needed. But as he's standing out there watching this, he's going to have a chat with the kobolds. So, you're is the dragon that they serve male or female?
It's a female. Why did the music
You're
die? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
you can still hear sounds.
Yeah, the
Maybe it's just
forest sounds,
quiet.
but the music just decided to nope out. Does that
I
sometimes?
don't know.
Sirens. Yeah. Sometimes the track doesn't. It'll restart. I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes they only run for once. You can change stuff, but it's like you have to go into mood and then settings and then it's a whole thing.
So,
Brilliant program,
Yeah.
not super intuitive.
oh dear. Absolutely. Yeah, so Frimlin's going to sort of chat with the kobolds while he's watching Ada. For now, he's just so your mistress. She treats you fairly.
Oh, she's very strict, and if
Mm.
we misbehave, she sometimes eats the bad person.
Oh well, that's not very nice, is it?
I guess not. No, but she is a dragon, and
Well, yes, but
yeah.
you know, I've known of dragons who are quite friendly,
Oh,
very nice, and they'd never hurt or devour their kobold companions.
oh, that sounds nice.
You know, now Frimlin knows that golden dragon egg is a dragon egg, right?
Yes.
You know,
It's currently sitting in a fire near you.
yeah, that that young ladder lassie there, could really use some people like you to help raise it in such a way that it'll be a kind and gentle master or mistress. I think a gentleman or lady, I'm not sure what gender, well, a gentleman like you, David, and your constituents there would be very well served to help raise the young one.
Oh,
Imagine having that much influence over a young dragon.
you see David's eyes just start to sparkle, almost like cartoonish, and their snout just goes into a grin, and not a sinister grin, but just like in awe, and he just starts vibrating a little bit in excitement. We could raise a dragon.
You could certainly help,
Oh,
and I imagine you'd be best of friends, a family,
yes.
not a subject.
Oh, maybe a dragon's family. That would be such an honor.
And I'd never tell your former mistress. No one
Oh,
would have to know.
oh no! If she found out, we would be gone.
No one would have to know, though. You could go away with us.
Oh, yeah. is true. Uh, I'm sure she expected us to die here. So if we're just gone, I don't think she'll send someone to look for us.
And you've got new names now,
Wait,
so they
wait,
we didn't know
do
it was you.
I'm David now.
You're David.
I am.
Hmm?
Okay. Well, I want to go. But
How about the rest of you?
the others look between themselves, and I look at David, and I wonder what. Let's see, who would say that? Why didn't I write down their names? I am silly. Let's see.
Jedi.
Oh, Lilith.
Deadeye is the only one I remembered of the other ones.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't write them down.
Oh wait, Deadeye, Runt.
Yeah, there was Runt. Was there also Grunt?
No, Runt
Or
was.
did Grunt?
I think Runt was was David.
Yeah, I think Runt became
Yes.
David.
Yeah. Yeah. Runt, Grunt, Deadeye. Who's the guy who missed all the time?
Yeah, he's coming to my mind a lot. He was the top.
Yeah.
He was in blue, but I couldn't remember. Yeah, everyone had badass names except David, the most badass name.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So yeah, Deadeye pipes up, and what was I going to say? I lost my train of thought. Oh well. Yeah, that's now I got it.
Was it in disagreement?
Not really.
Oh, good.
He pipes up and says, "Oh well, I do think that it's a good idea to get away from Mevronbow, and it would be very, very, very cool to raise a dragon. But how will we get away? Like I don't, because she's very scary."
At this
Wow.
point, Ada has carried the central beam of the roof to where she's planning on doing the thing, and then come back, sort of, swaggered back like I just did something really strong. You all watched me do it, and you're welcome to comment or not. She comes back, overhears that last comment, and says, "Well, I had a question about this, Frimlin, because you're not really from around here, are you?
I'm not.
Do you have any plans to return,
We
or are you keen to
we would
stay?"
hope so. We'd want to return, but I'm currently in no hurry.
It strikes me that where you're from would probably be a dreadfully safe place for these people to go.
I believe so. There are no
Almost no
dragons that-
dragons there at all.
Almost, yes. And the ones that are wonderful.
Sounds rather nice, doesn't it, lads?
Yeah. But how? Do we have to sneak there?
We'd
Well, that is the question.
I'm not sure exactly how I got here, but if I can find a way to get us back, I'll make sure to take you with me if that's what you want.
David scratches
Otherwise,
his chin real quick, and well, yeah, I think I would like to go, and I think the others too, because the dragons are very scary. they are magnificent and really cool and powerful,
And
but
have-
scary.
But
and
they
have
don't shoot
no
you out.
humility at all.
No.
Therein lies the problem. There's no good being powerful if you're not also kind.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, but I've never
Um,
met a kind dragon.
Oh, I
I've met
have.
one.
Oh,
I mean, I'm right here.
oh, I didn't mean
But I wasn't referring to me, dear. Don't worry.
Oh, well,
Technically
Seems right.
speaking, I'm not 100% dragon, but my grandmother is. And she's awfully nice.
oh, I would like to meet her if it's not too much to ask.
I would love to introduce you as well, because my grandmother would probably have some questions for you. Nice questions, but questions. She loves learning things.
Oh,
Ada, is
Yes.
your grandmother and my contact, are they one and the same?
no,
I'm not. This is a DM question. I don't believe so.
no, they're not.
No,
No.
they are allies, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
No, they work together though.
Excellent. So, between us, we know at least two wonderfully nice
there you are then.
dragons.
Oh wow. Yes, I'm on a mission for my grandmother currently, but I think I could probably extend the trip back to where you're from, Frimlin. Though I might have to go off on my own little side mission once we get there.
Of course.
But first of all, we need to move this rock. So, lads, come
Yes.
on down.
Let's get to
Yes.
it.
Karma, you as well, my dear. Need your muscle.
Do I have to?
It's not hard. All I'm wanting you to do is sit on a branch.
I can do that.
I thought so. You're pretty much
That's what you
ideally
always
evolved
do.
for it.
Lump.
Yes.
Uh,
Sort of your whole thing.
This is true. Kobolds snap to
Oh my
attention
God.
and just single file down towards the the rock.
Yeah. I hand out a shorter beam to each of them.
Yep.
And I say, right, so Frimlin, Karma, and I will lift the rock, and then the six of you will prop it up with these sequentially longer poles. That way, the whole thing won't just fall back down again.
Okay. You should be able to move your tokens down, should you want to the.
I should be able to do that, but
Yeah.
I haven't gotten. I
I
haven't
have
managed
a
to open up
small
above.
question.
Okay.
Yes.
Just a small one. 1 cubic foot of. Can I phrase that?
Earth.
I don't think I can freeze water with prestidigitation.
No.
I can only chill it.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
If
If
you
I had
only
shape
had
water, that would be
shape
different.
water, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I was
Um,
thinking a counterweight made of ice would have been really cool.
Yes, it would be.
Would have been very cool.
But no.
And I can't breathe it, I'm afraid. It's not my thing. Where are we? Okay, well, I mean, there it is. There he is. There she is. Down she comes. Boom. Right. So, Ada is going to go into a barbarian rage for this.
Nice.
Excellent.
Giving her advantage on all strength checks.
Nice. Yeah. Remove that one because that one's.
And I got a spare. So, do that.
Nice.
Ada's rage isn't just sort of a crazed frothing at the mouth. She goes super focused and it goes like upsettingly calm. And yes, it is a hyper focus thing rather than there is no loss of precision at all. If anything, she gets more precise.
Yep. And as you do this, I'm also going to bardically inspire you,
Oh, excellent.
which gives you a d6.
Good. I may well need it.
Nice.
Yeah. Because my athletics is like +3. I have a +3 in it, and I just don't have a proficiency.
Okay.
So yeah, that would be yeah. So I can make the athletics check to lift, but I am being granted assistance by others. I don't know if
Yes.
that alters the DC or anything. So, would you like me an athletics check with advantage?
Yes. And it does alter the DC slightly.
Cool. Roll out. Well, that's a 14. So I'm gonna add that D6, I think. For a further 3. 17!
Nice.
Not amazing.
You needed a 15 to lift it.
Hey!
And,
With my lever.
Excellent.
And then Karma jumps up on the lever and just plops down like a sack of potatoes on it. Just
Now,
clings.
while that is being held like that, can I use a rope to tie the end off to something to make sure it is secure?
Sure. Give me a
So-
sleight of hand check.
I was hoping you'd say that.
I
That
know.
is a 25.
Yeah.
Woo!
All your
Solid.
experience tying your hanging huts to branches with your migrating village makes it so that you have absolutely no problem securing this beam to the tree next to you. Like
Marvelous.
you're used to hanging up huts; they're not supposed to crash to the
Yeah.
ground.
Yes.
Okay. David, in you go.
Yeah. You hear David just goes, "On 3, and screw it, go!" And all 6 of them rush in at the same time and just shove in their support beams. And hi, Thamio, thank you so much for the resub.
Ooh.
Deadeye, not Deadeye. Deadeye kicks his beam a little bit to secure it in the ground. And you hear the lever groan a little bit as they let go of the supports, but it is secure.
Nice.
Excellent.
Well, this is this is a temporary measure. It won't let the water flow forever because eventually something will come along and knock this bloody thing over, and you don't want to lose your rope. So my plan actually is to collapse it in such a way that it doesn't know it's lying down again, but no longer blocks the river.
The only problem we'd have with that is the debris would get caught against it. I'm actually wondering if there might be somebody who, not us, could come by at some point and shatter it.
Look. Thamio. So Josh decided to stay in longer than expected, as expected. No, this is the third of 3. It probably could have gone faster or taken longer, depending on how things went. But turns out, oh, that was why. Yeah. So, well, yes, I suppose. Look, I'm just looking to the future, but I tell you what
yes,
might actually
for
hold
now.
it a little bit better. This tree that we're all standing under looks a little sickly. Could we collapse it to sort of cause an additional prop? That'll hold it for a few months at least. Then we tell Blade that he might want to swim upstream a little bit and do his own magic. Because all you need to do really is subside the other end and dig out underneath the bottom end of it, which he could do because he can breathe underwater, and it'll probably just stand up on its own.
That'll
And while
work.
it's braced like this, he'd probably be all right. That would be my option.
And then,
Also, what are we
sure,
going to
if
do
you,
about these geese?
I say take them with us back down the river.
I am peckish, but I think it would be rather rude because they were quite helpful.
Well, no, I'm thinking that someone would adopt them.
Oh, I'm sure somebody would. Don't give him to Blade, though. He'll eat anything.
Right. Perhaps the other lass.
Why don't we just let them go? They can fly. Just open the cage. Be free, my little ones.
Well, they're already free, but I don't like their chances if they're domestic geese to survive on their own.
Oh, valid. True.
But
Alrighty, well, your call, Frimlin.
there's an entire camp that I mean, it's a little war torn right now, but I'm sure they'd be of use.
Oh, they'd appreciate some geese, would they? All right. Oh, well, let's do that then. Sounds great.
Or, whatever.
Well, let them know that they've got to follow us.
Yeah,
I need a bit of a breather.
He'll take the 10 minutes to speak with animals and tell them that their mistress is gone, and that they should follow them to a nice new home.
I'm going to take a look over the pile of refuse that kobolds found.
Yep.
And decree that I said, look, I've got this one thing. I'll take this bauble. I know it's quite big, but I think that's our share. The rest of it, lads, you can just have. How about that? Sound all right?
Sounds good.
I'm fine with that.
Payment for a job well done. Good lads, well done.
Nice. Oh, thank you.
You're very welcome. Now, I might pop something on. Who wants tea? I might have some tea. And Ada's going to have a short rest and make some tea.
Excellent. I'll have
yeah.
a tea.
Absolutely.
We'll also have a short rest.
Karma starts stalking around. Well, walking around. You can't really sneak. And Ada, you'll notice that. Well, it's pretty easy to notice that Karma doesn't leave any form of tracks at all. You would have also seen this when you traveled up here.
Mm-hmm.
So he's completely untraceable. Let me see, because he's based on a Valinar steed.
Ah. That'll do it.
I'm
Back to
surprised
full health.
he's not sitting
Yes.
on top of that rock, actually. Summoned himself.
And my rages recover in a long rest blast, but my breath weapon repairs on a short rest, and I had expended a spell slot or two, I think. No, I hadn't.
No, I think you were using cantrips only.
I had a long rest after the charm person, yeah.
Yeah.
I made short
I didn't
rest
even get
too.
to do the lightning lure. Shame. How are you going, Frimlin?
I'm alright. I'm just taking a short rest too.
And you've got Song of Rest.
Yes, I do. So, yeah, he'd play an instrument. Well, he'd play his pan flute while he's having a
Ada
rest.
makes tea.
Yeah, singing little songs about blue dragons and blue dragonborn and dragonborn, blue kobolds and gold dragons and dragonborns and the like.
And Ada would, I'm going to say, and feel free to correct me, but I'm going to say that you try and find some in your repertoire that, are you just making them up, or these are from, like, you've heard them?
This and that, sometimes he'll change the lyrics a little to be more fitting, kind of thing.
Sure.
As you do.
Ada would probably, about halfway through making a tea, and she has she went into the hut and found a kettle. And is putting it over the fire that that she has put the gold egg in, and she's tending the fire very lovingly, and using bits from the roof to stoke it and make it. It's a bonfire. It does not need to be anywhere near this big to heat water. But you notice, Frimlin, that she's humming along to one of your tunes, one that is a very old tune.
Yes.
And you hear her humming along to it and smiling to herself. And then she sort of catches herself doing it and looks at you and smiles. Sort of a, oh. She's like, they still have that one. Yeah.
Oh, yes, it's an ancient song.
Well, don't make me feel too old boy. And she makes some I'm going to say Highland oolong tea.
Ooh, nice.
Excellent.
And she makes 8 cups of it. Unless Karma, can I treat you? He's probably still on his branch.
No, he's hunting bugs along the river, and you just hear a message in your head. I'm fine, thank you, though.
All right then.
Tea's
up.
Oh, I've never had tea. What's it?
It's
leaf juice.
Kind of. It's basically leaf juice, I suppose. You take a particular kind of leaf and then you boil it, and it comes out as sort of brown, but it's very pleasant, quite aromatic.
As
my grandmother loves it.
Excellent. As Frimlin picks up his cup of tea, Ada, you would notice a slight change in the scent of his, as it still maintains the dark tea scent, but he's added with prestidigitation a hint of cinnamon and clove.
Yeah, Ada
Nice.
sniffs and goes, noted. She unfortunately she says, unfortunately I don't have any milk. And drinking tea without milk is just dreadfully uncivilized, but we make do. Needs must, as the kobold drives, as you say.
I prefer mine black.
David,
There you are, lads. Don't burn your tongues.
David takes the first cup and just sniffs it and pokes a tongue out and dips it in the tea, almost like a cat would. And
Bleb.
It's very warm, but nice.
It is. Yes. Maybe give it a moment to cool down a little bit. Sorry. I just let it steep.
Okay. And now I have an image in my head of an ancient copper dragon drinking tea from a teacup. There's like 20 sizes too small with a little pinky finger out.
No, it's the size of a bathtub.
Okay, that's like still pinky finger
Yes.
out. And
Imagine, the things at Disney World.
the spinning
Oh, God.
things.
The
Yes.
vomitoriums. Yes, those ones. Yes, that. Large enough to have a decent-sized hot tub in it. Yes.
Yeah.
I love it.
It takes a ruinously expensive amount of tea to fill it.
Technically, if you filled something like that with water,
And then you just cast a spell on it. You could make it tea.
Yeah.
True.
Well, what she normally does is transform herself into a human shape and drink tea that way. It's so much more efficient.
Yes, it would be.
Granny tends to live most of her life actually looking like a Dragonborn. It's her preferred mode of transportation. The arrival of an ancient copper dragon tends to draw the eye a little.
Yes.
Yeah, it would be.
She's not...
large.
I was about to say she's not vain. She can be, but... She's a dragon. She's entitled, And that's the problem.
You see the kobolds gathering around David and following his lead on how to drink this weird beverage.
Lamb.
Yeah, blem.
Bleb, bleb.
And then after they've tasted it, just carefully sip it through lizard-like snouts.
Ada has a tea party with her friendly neighborhood lizards.
Yes.
And occasionally stokes the fire underneath the golden egg.
Mhm.
And says, well, Frimlin, I suppose we'd better go and get your mouse.
I suppose so.
Rat? Mouse? Mouse?
Ah, mouse.
Right, yes. Jeremy, wasn't it?
Yes.
It's now.
Yeah, at the
Yeah, no, Jeremy's fine. I hadn't named him. Or I had, but I'd forgotten the name. Whatever.
At the moment, Karma
Yeah,
comes
yeah.
back, crunching on a dragonfly. Very happily.
You got one. Well done.
I caught some. There were a lot of sticky things here.
Well,
Six.
did you leave some for the rest of us?
He looks over
Oh,
at
I'm
the.
fine. You two go for it.
Yeah, he looks over at the water that is now flowing again, and Frimlin, you would be able to see the several mosquito larvae just happily bobbing along the now flowing water.
We'll wait till later. I'm not hungry right now.
Can I see any fish in the river?
Give me an investigation or perception, your choice.
Ooh. They are not the same. Perception. Hey, 14.
There are a couple.
Lightning lure.
Roll an attack.
Kills and brings it to me.
Yes. But yeah, roll an attack.
Weirdly, I still actually have to make an attack of my own. I'll make a javelin attack. No, that's the hit. That's damage. Treachery. 10.
Let me double check real quick.
What is the DC on a salmon?
Yeah.
Probably above
think-
10. I feel like fish are fairly dexterous.
I think the closest that they've got might be a quipper or a seahorse, and
Okay, so Knucklehead Trout is 12. But yeah, here we go. Quipper. That's a 13 for that one. Yeah, the lowest is 12, unfortunately.
That's fine. Never mind.
see.
No, actually, I apologize. It is a strength DC.
Okay.
I cast a lightning lure.
Yeah.
You
my bad.
create a lash of lightning energy that strikes one creature of your choice that you can see within 15 feet. It's not a melee attack. It's they have to make a save.
Ah. Oh, that fails.
It's
That's a 5.
okay. Good. Yes, I don't throw a javelin at it.
Yeah.
I lightning lure it, and a fish leaps out of the water,
Yes.
fried.
Yes.
Goodness.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to say it just lands in Deadeye's lap.
Yeah.
Hold it quickly while it flashes around.
We usually do it like this, and he's going to wander over to the water.
Land.
Frimlin can swim. Frimlin can sort of swim, I think, because he lives in a swamp.
Sort of. It doesn't have a swim speed, but you won't drown as soon as you walk
Yeah,
in
he
there.
won't
He
drown.
knows how to swim.
So, what he'll do is he'll stand by the water, sort of up to his knees.
Yeah.
And he's going to try and grab a fish as it goes past.
Okay.
Oh, tickling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this the chop? Is this the chop of the first peoples of the Americas, or is this more the tickling situation?
It's the tickling where you get it under the belly and lift it up
Yeah.
real
Yeah.
quick.
Deadeye sits there
Always
with
wanted
the
to try that.
fish, like, what do I do with this?
Just hold it.
You
Just
eat it.
hold it.
Okay.
We'll cook it later. It's a little
So,
early for dinner. We're having 11s at the moment.
What would I roll to try and catch this fish?
Attack. Unarmed attack.
Not sleight of hand. To sleight of hand under its tummy.
Yeah, let's do that instead. That's funnier. Yeah, sleight of hand.
That is a 22.
Yeah, you have no problems catching
welcome.
it.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, you have no problems catching this fish. It's a bit squirmy and slimy and...
We're not trying to kill it. We're trying to catch it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've got gecko's grasp too, so I've got sticky fingers.
Oh.
Yes.
Don't know if that works in water. Like, just in the geckos I've met.
Hmm.
How's the
I don't know,
tail,
I've never put
Frimlin?
my geckos
How's it
in water.
feeling?
Oh, well,
The number of times we had to fish a gecko out of the pond or a bath or something when we lived in Singapore, because geckos are so popular there. Well, popular,
That's so
common.
dumb.
There you go. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so fucking dumb. They're like, oh, I'm really thirsty because it's really hot. I'm like, and you can't swim.
remind me to tell you the story about the geckos in Cairns at some point
Oh yeah.
when I went to Cairns, but that will be a tangent right now.
Yes.
But
There's a Danny Boy story about geckos in Australia, in outback
Yes.
Australia as well. that's
Yes,
marvelous.
yes,
Yeah.
there is. Yes.
so it's for grappling gecko's grasp. I have advantage checks on grapple against another creature.
Well, you
Yeah.
got him.
Yes. With that sleight of hand, you got him. So,
Yeah, I got him.
yeah, it's...
Oh, I also have
Well.
advantage on sleight of hand checks, so I
Look.
forgot that one.
You got him.
Yes, you,
I
with
got
a
him.
22,
We
you
have
got it.
2 fish.
It
Yes.
is...
This
We have
entirely
2 fish.
pointless sidebar. We got the fish.
Yes.
Let's move on with the story.
Absolutely. In any case, what was it? What did you ask me, Adana? Sorry, my ADHD.
How's your tail
is-
going?
Oh,
No,
right,
that's
my,
fine.
My tail. I mean, it'll take some time to grow back, but it doesn't hurt. Right
It looked
now.
awfully sore. Is it all right?
Oh yes, it's a natural mechanism. It
No,
hurts
no,
for
I know.
a moment.
But I imagine it would still be uncomfortable. Tell me,
Well, yes.
do you feel it when it's not there? Like a ghost, like a missing limb sensation? Because it's obviously a missing limb.
We sort of do, yes. It kind of itches sometimes.
I think we said
But
it would...
itches in a place you can't reach. Fascinating.
Yes.
Yeah. I think we said it would take 3 days for it to grow out, so it would be a third now. Because you've had
Bit of a
one
skeleton.
long rest. Yeah.
So there's a little nub there now.
You're right. That's very quick. That's very handy.
I think it's 1d.
I'm sort of glad I can't, but I am a little jealous.
Yeah, it's 1d4 plus 4, and I think I rolled quite well. I think it was like 5 days.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, 5 days.
Mm.
So it would be a fifth.
Yeah.
I'd have had it
So-
as a 1d10 minus 6. Minus a d6. So you could have it take quite a while,
Yeah.
but you could also have it take not very long.
Yeah.
The way I would probably have approached it. Just that's me just thinking out loud in Ada's voice. Yeah. Well, shall we mosey on then, gents?
I suppose so.
Mosey on
Just
to the
realised we're
mouse.
Completely outnumbered. Exactly. I'm completely outnumbered by men. Oh, surrounded by the things who
yes.
fiends. All right. So, Ada would like to scavenge through the wreckage of the building
Mhm.
for a decent-sized piece of leather, like quite a hardy leather fabric. Either the dress of the hag, which we should probably do something about. Should you plant it? Or
Plant
just
the
leave
hag?
it? Well, I mean,
Oh,
bury, but
bury.
should we just leave it? Leave it for the crows? She wasn't very nice.
I mean,
But- I don't want to upset her sisters, who may come back. And you know, there's hags having beef with you, even if they don't know who did it. Still be problematic, right? Should we bury her at least? And they find the turned earth. I can't be bothered. Ooh, I know. We'll build a big pyre out of the roof and pop her in it. That'll be
What's the
quick
husband for you?
and efficient. There you go, done. But what I would like
cast
to
her in
do,
the house and loiter on fire.
that's even quicker. Oh, Frimlin, this is why I bring you along, and other reasons. So I find a large piece of leather, or her. I feel like I remember her dress was leather.
Her dress was made out of a linen.
Oh, it was woolen.
Yeah.
That was it. Well, I find a piece of leather, if there is any, a decent size, something that I could make, say, a sling for one's arm out of, but I don't want to do that. I want to make something that can hold warm coals, as in from a fire.
Oh, yeah.
Are you making a dragon papoose? A dragon?
I
egg
am
papoose?
making a dragon egg papoose. More of a hip bag, but yes.
Yeah, no,
I'm
you
not
have
wanting to strap it to my tummy.
in the pile.
Now, let's be honest, I'm definitely doing that now. Dragon papoose is fucking done.
But
Shame
yeah.
I'm not a paladin, because then I could be a papoosidin.
But yeah, no, you have no problems finding what you're looking for in the pile of just junk the kobolds dragged out of the house.
Right.
There's a surprising lack of stuff left in the house when you get back to it.
Well, the boys were very thorough.
Yeah.
Can I have one more glance around just to check?
Sure. Give me an investigation
Just to make
check.
sure. While I'm looking for, guess good. 0 plus 0. An 8. Yeah, I'm just not finding anything in here. But I do find some leather.
Yeah.
I might.
With which to craft
I
a
don't think
rudimentary papoose. You helped.
think I've
You did, but you could try again. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have a
Frimlin,
little
I need some help
investigation.
looking for some leather, if you wouldn't mind. There you
Oh,
go.
that was
Mechanic.
a 6.
No,
Yeah.
this place could be full of gold and jewels, and we wouldn't fucking know.
It was a mess. Like, if you've seen the show Hoarders, this is what you were looking at in that house.
And then I dropped a good portion of the roof on it.
Yes.
So,
On my
well,
level up,
hopefully
I am
everything-
taking the freaking lucky feat. I swear to God.
Oh, valid.
I'm not
Did
actually.
you have a
I
plus
need
5?
sponsors.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Yes. Oh, that's definitely what I would do. Oh, no, I can't level my level up. I don't get an ability score increase because I'm multi-classed.
Yeah. Still think that's dumb.
All right, yes, I create an ash. No, I'm standing by it because I can cast spells and tank damage.
True.
It only works because I have the stats for it.
I do not.
Ada's strength is 16, Constitution is 18, Dex is 12, Charisma is 15, Intelligence and Wisdom are 10 and 11.
Yeah.
But she doesn't need those. She's got 3 decent stats and
Yep.
Dex.
My
and
highest ability score
combined,
is 16.
yeah. Just I rolled reasonably well, and I was umming and ahhing about whether or not to have a really high con, but I'm like, no, let's lean into the barbarian thing a bit. And for a level 3 to have over 30 hit points is pretty good.
Yes.
Particularly given that 2 of the levels are sorcerer.
Very much
Yeah,
so. Yeah.
it's a good build as long as you have the stats for it. It's not a very efficient build, but
But it's a fun one.
But it's fun,
Oh, yeah.
and there's a lot of utility in it. I'm really looking forward to being in combat and lightning luring something over that I can then smite. Anyway,
yes. No, there's a lot of junk here, but did you manage to find a piece of leather that fits your purposes?
I strap it to me. I wrap the leather around me at sort of breast height, and then tuck the egg into it.
Yeah.
And then I get some sort of cloth and some more leather around the side, so I'm not actually skin to skin with burning coals. And then I put the rest in, sort of pack burning coals in using my claws around the egg, and it may be I might dampen the leather first, so it doesn't burn it too badly. I said, there you are. Come on, there we are. Oh, this is what humans have to go through, is it? Well, never mind. Won't be for long. Such an inefficient way of doing it, mammals.
I am glad that geckos lay eggs.
Yes, it's so much more sensible. It also means the father can have something to do with the procreation process after his initial involvement.
His donation.
Exactly. You are male, aren't you, Frimlin? I haven't
yes.
been misgendering you. Good.
No,
Good.
I'm a male.
Noted. And she flirtatiously gives you a sort of an up and down.
He'll notice this and he'll sort of puff himself up a little and give her a little wink, like he knows what she's doing and he's poking fun back.
She's playing, yeah.
Yeah, he knows that she's playing and he's playing right back.
Karma comes down and is like, the kobolds are leaving without us.
Oh, we'll catch them up. They've got short legs. Come on then, boys. Lead on, David.
Oh, right. And yeah.
He was anyway.
Yes.
Hop on and listen.
Yeah. And
I talk smack, actually. I think I'm getting used to it. Ada says about an hour later.
Yeah. Let's see. Where did you leave the things?
Oh, it's down the mountain.
Yeah. I just realized I have a lot of scenes loaded. Not there. This one? Oh yeah, no, you left them down the mountain. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
there it was. That's the one. Now, should probably give you a heads up, David and friends. I'm going to call you gang, all right? Or possibly army? Platoon. I like platoon. Squad. That's better. That's more likely. All right, squad.
Huh?
Squad with David as sergeant. It's a military formation.
The kobold contingent.
The contingent, I like that. Let's go with that. Contingent. All right, contingent. So when I address all of you simultaneously, I'll go with contingent because I think lads feels a little too informal. So we'll say contingent. All right, contingent. Here we are. Here's the thing. So we left a hostage, very important person, VIP and all that. Back with some rather unsavory types. We had to get them to let us to come through. They're glowy balls, very nasty. They could be violent when we ask for the our hostage back. Just a heads up. Now, same deal as before. I can trust you guys. We should probably rearm, reload, and yeah, sling's the word, you know. And
Okay.
Frimlin and I'll go up the center if that's necessary. But just follow our lead, all right? I'm sure you guys are all smart enough for all of that. All right, contingent. Good job. Oh, yes. Yes, I have no doubts.
All right. Slings. Okay. Yeah. We can do that.
Slings, and throw them at anybody who isn't us or a mouse. They'll probably be quite small. They look like fairies.
Oh, okay.
But
all
right.
Yeah. I think I know who those are. Yes, they're very nasty.
Oh, good. All right, good. I'm glad we're all on the same page. Splendid. Okay, well, let's go then. Eyes on a swivel now.
Little old man, I think they were.
Yeah, old men with lanterns.
Lanterns.
Yes,
Those
yes.
The ones.
They're mean.
That's the ones. They are rather. They tried to lead us off the path, and they were very nasty about it. And then when we didn't go with them, they got quite upset.
Yeah. We lost a few of our people to them when they.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
Now's the time for
if
justice.
they cause problems, then we'll get them back, lads. All right?
Okay.
Can't be having that. I don't like anybody who kills kobold friends of mine.
Hmm. Well, you're
Splendid.
being a very good friend, so we'll protect you.
Exactly. Friends
Excellent.
protect friends. High fives all round.
What?
She
Good
holds
wife.
up her palm and she says, "You slap my hand with your hand like this."
Oh.
It's called a high five. It's a symbol of respect among allies.
David hops up and slaps Ada's hand awkwardly, like, "Oh, ally?
That's
Okay."
right. There you are. Allies,
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
Allies and friends. Possible to be both.
We
Okay.
once met an orc that did something like that by way of greeting. Only he ended it with a headbutt. And I
Oh,
woke up 3 days later.
yes, you would. Do I know what he's talking about? The creature he's talking about? Have I ever heard of
No,
that?
orcs don't exist yet.
Ah, splendid. So what's okay, right, hang on. All right, so the next little bit, and I definitely want to hear the story. You don't get to make up that piece of lore of Terris without saying it. Well, now you have a story to tell. I know that the contingent and I are fascinated. What on the plane of existence we're on is an auroch?
An orc is
Sounds
a large green fellow. He's got tusks.
like an elephant.
Built rather a bit smaller than that, but he's
Good.
built there. He was built kind of large like you, but no
Oh.
scales. Green
Oh.
skin, dark hair, yellow eyes. Kind of like a human, but bigger.
And with tusks.
Tusks. Yes.
I have a
Smaller
mental image
ones.
of extremely long. Okay, right, good. Otherwise, I'd be
Smaller
getting
ones.
in the way for a
Ah.
human-shaped creature.
Kind of like a female wild pig, I guess.
Oh, right. Yes, all right. I'm with you.
Little tusks.
So not
Yeah.
out, up. Right.
Up. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And what do they do? Are they? Yes.
Well, they're
Basically, she plums you for details. She wants the story.
Well,
Why
they're,
did it headbutt you?
humanoid. Well, I was greeting people and sending them into. I used to work at a carnival circus type deal as a
Oh,
jester
splendid.
in Tumblr, and I was
Right, that does make
tasked-
sense. That tracks with the whole outfit. Yes, I wondered.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was tasked with sending people into one of the shows, and he got a little excited, decided to greet me with
High
a
five and then a
traditional greeting,
headbutt.
something like that. And the next thing I remember, we were 2 towns over.
Well,
and I
at
was,
least they took you
waking
with
up
them.
with a goose egg on my forehead.
Oh dear. Where are the geese? Did we bring them?
Yeah, but I
I
can't.
believe that Frimlin is hurting.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
It's
apparently-
just a merry band. You have a dragonborn with a papoose.
Yeah.
A flaming papoose strapped to her chest. 6 blue kobolds, an enormous chameleon, and a small gecko boy herding geese.
Yep.
We're off
Yeah.
to see the wizard.
The wonderful wizard
And you're
of
You're
Earthly
off to
Art.
save a mouse from Will-O-Wisp, so you can
Yes.
go back
Yep.
to the
Only
Nixie.
in D&D every fucking week. It's just great. It's just great. Here,
yeah.
let me explain.
Goodness.
Simple, logical steps.
Yes, absolutely. As you're talking,
Without context, you're just telling these stories. I'm like, oh, yeah, it was one day I was just walking through the forest with... I had a papoose strapped on, but it was all leather, you see. And I'd stuffed some burning coals down it because I didn't want the baby to get cold. And then, and I had... And a jester mate, like a mate of mine, was walking along, herding some geese in front of him. And he was dressed as a jester, you see. He was telling me the story of how he was working as a clown. And he got headbutted by one of the guests because he got really excited. And he just was like, oh, I'm really happy. Bam! And people say, what?
Yes.
And I'm saying, no, okay. I should be clarified. This is entirely in my head, with two friends who I've never physically met, in a sort of shared group hallucination.
Oh, you
For the
played.
amusement of others. It's brilliant.
Yes. Okay. Getting back from Tangent Land.
Sorry, Lilith.
Yes.
My jaw hurts from laughing.
Same. As you're describing this event and what an orc is, you get to the area where you left the mouse with the will-o-wisp earlier, the day previous. And
Excellent.
Things out.
yeah, so the 3 will-o-wisps are basically where you left them. They're floating around. Ah, come on,
Hanging.
move. Dang it, there we go.
That's Jeremy.
Jeremy looks like he's fine, a little, like, confused, a little scared, but unharmed.
Oh, good. There you are.
Well-
See, I told you I'd come back.
There. Well, sirs, I'm here to collect my mouse.
Now I don't remember the voice I did, so I'm just gonna invent a new one. A different person is talking, okay?
Love it.
Excellent.
Oh, you want the mouse? We like the mouse.
Well,
Yes, well, we like the mouse better, and we
my
saw him
pet.
first, so yes.
I've had him a long time.
Actually, it's Karma that can talk to them, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, they understand you, they just can't talk back.
Oh, right. So Karma's communicating back what they're saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
So via the telepathic link between Karma and
Yeah.
Frimlin, he just relays what they're saying to you.
Right.
I'm just not
Right.
gonna
Which
say
is
it
why
every
they sound
time.
like Karma.
Yes,
You know.
exactly. Why they sound like Karma.
Right.
I'm just not gonna
Okay.
explain that every time they say something,
No-
so just
No
keep
judgment.
in mind.
No judgment at all. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're just assuming. Yeah, at
Yeah.
this point.
Absolutely. So what? We left him with you as collateral, so so you'd know we'd come back. We're back. I'd very much like to have him returned to me now.
Well, will you play with us then?
Well,
What
we're
manner
rather
of
busy, actually. What's the game?
The game is hide and seek.
Oh, splendid! I'm very good at that.
Oh.
You hide, we'll seek. Done. All right. Count
Oh.
10. I close my eyes. 1, 2.
Yeah.
Come on, quickly. I can't hear anybody going.
Uh,
Kobolds, you stay. Contingent, remain.
the will-o-wisps dart away and
That was
hide.
easy. All right. Then you hear in your head, Frimlin, grab the mouse.
Where is the mouse?
It's still in the middle between the 2 trees in front of you.
So he'll kneel down and he'll wiggle his fingers to get Jeremy to climb up into his hand.
Yeah, he climbs up and squeaks a little bit as he runs around your head and then burrows into your cap.
I'm glad you're back, friend.
Zodlander.
Oh, hello.
Come on, judge that choice. and Ada is. I'm probably going to be asked for a deception check at this point. It's like, right, okay, 10. Right, ready or not? Here I come. Oh gosh, it's bright out here. All right,
Yeah.
contingent.
Right.
We are looking for those gentlemen And then
We
she
suggest we
messages
look
each
at further
individually,
down the
to be
mountain."
clear, we are not looking for those gentlemen. If you see them, do not say anything. And also don't acknowledge anything I say, like, in your head. Just, we are going to pretend that we're looking for them, but we're not going to. And we're going to head off the way we want to go. Come on, then, let's look for them. I think this way. I think I heard some movement in this direction. Come on, Frimlin. And
Right.
Ada basically goes the way she wants to go. Making a big show of looking for the will-o-wisps.
Okay, give me.
Frimlin will do the same.
Yeah, Frimlin and Ada, give me a perception check.
Perception check. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that's an 11.
And
Hilarious.
yeah,
7.
Ada, give me a deception check as well.
And a deception as well. Okay.
Before you do...
17. 17.
Yeah, Frimlin.
Ada is
Deception?
deliberately not seeing them.
So I rolled an 11 perception. Do I need to also roll deception?
No,
No. Okay.
you weren't actively trying to
Excellent.
fool them.
Convince them.
Yeah, convince them. As you move past where the will-o-wisps are hiding and step away far enough, you see Karma suddenly stop. Let's
Karma,
see.
what's
And
the matter?
I message Karma. What's up?
Oh.
Keep going.
I didn't want to.
We don't see them. We don't see them.
I think one caught on.
Oh,
Because
blah.
he's yelling at me.
Oh.
And
Well, we tried.
this one hiding in this tree just is darting over towards Karma.
Oh, I got you. I see you.
Oh, oh well. Oh, he
Look, if you have another go, like you didn't do a particularly good job of it, you were running straight at me. Like, why don't you have another shot? I'll close my eyes for a few more seconds, all right? You've got to go quickly, though. Quickly, quickly.
Okay, give me another deception check. They are pretty smart, so unfortunately.
Hey, another
To help.
17.
Nice. And
I was going to say,
It
to help with this, Frimlin will investigate a tree.
I can roll it with advantage if you like. I don't think it'll
Sure.
be any better. It is 18.
uh,
Nice, Frimlin.
the
+1.
will-o-wisp pauses for a moment, squints at you, and then just darts off.
Quickly. 1, 2, 3. Right.
Over
Could
here.
have sworn I heard him go that way. All right. Come on, contingent. Let's find these wretched things. Oh, they're fiendishly good at hiding, except for that one, but I'm sure he's done a better job this time. And
Yeah.
They're very sneaky.
Lilith is not okay with this.
All of them rolled so bad on insight. Come on, dice.
I rolled very, like, the dice just
That's
agreed that
amazing.
this should happen because I got a 7 for my looking around to see them, which means I didn't find them anyway. And then 2 17s and an 18 for my deception. I have a +2, so it's not very good.
These things have 13 intelligence, and it could not roll over a 5 for insight. They have 14 wisdom.
That's the
Goodness.
stat for insight. So yeah, just know,
Yeah.
I'm very good at convincing people to do what I want. It turns out, like consistently as well.
Yes,
Yes.
like seriously.
And yeah, Frimlin is making a show of looking under trees and up in trees. But,
Oh no, that's the sun. That's the sun. I thought no. Yeah.
No, Zodlander, these are like lantern men or lyktgubbar from Swedish folklore.
I adore that as well.
Yeah.
Lichtgubbe.
Yep. Yeah, these.
Some of my favorite times of my childhood were spent in Sweden.
Nice. Oh, where were you?
I want to say Hanger. Down on the coast. It might be in Finland, but I'm pretty sure it's Sweden. It's border. Hanko. Maybe.
I have to look that up later.
Down on the North Sea. It's lovely, lovely place. My friend, I went to school in Singapore, and a friend of mine had his dad owned a paper concern. They're incredibly rich, and they had this massive property on the North Sea. And I stayed with them several times, like it was a couple of weeks every school holiday. Basically, it was brilliant. Yes, beautiful country. It's where I picked up Warhammer of all places.
Nice. Yeah, I have to check that out.
love it.
Because there are a lot of places with weird names on the North Sea coast.
I'm going to check it out. I'm going to find out where it was, because I was like 12. I don't remember what country I was in. Pretty sure I was in Sweden. They were speaking Swedish, but then the Finns do.
Yeah, Finns do. Some Norwegians do.
It's in Finland.
Okay.
Hanko. Hanko.
Oh, yeah.
It's just south coast of Finland. It's quite away from Helsinki. 130 k's west of Helsinki.
Okay.
But they did have a property in Sweden as well, which I went to, and was also lovely. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so quickly leaving the will-o-wisps behind. The sun is more than...
That was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Yes! The dice were like, no, we don't want... No, you're not fighting these.
No combat. You don't fight these things.
No. Absolutely not. These will-o-wisps are like, we're still hiding. Oh, come on.
We convinced them to take a mouse as collateral.
Yes.
And 2 days later, we convinced them to lose a game of hide and seek.
Yes.
I should play that more often. That's a good play. And
okay, yeah. I'm so glad that I'm doing this
I actually did that to one of my cousins once, which is terrible.
You make it down the mountain, having bypassed the will-o-wisps and the small pond that they lived in, and it is mid-late afternoon when you finally arrive at Blade's. Where are you? Blade's home. There we go. Come on. I forgot to add the new scene to that one, so we're just gonna play it forward.
Whoops.
look.
And we need to add some kobolds.
They're there. Unless
kobold.
combat happens. I'm just going to dash quickly. I'll be right back. I
Okay.
apologize.
Nope, that was not it. Wrong token. And we need one more guy. Hey, we even got a David. There we go.
Excellent.
Oh, I was looking at, because I pre-ordered the Spelljammer, and in the mail, the monthly mail from D&D Beyond, they were like, so, you come across a nature reserve. Which kind of creature lives there? And there was scavers and some bird thing and space hamsters.
Spamsters!
Yes! And I was like, space hamster! And then my mind immediately went to, so, Humblewood in space?
I've got a character for that.
So do I. I'm going to be playing a space hamster, and you cannot stop me. But I will be playing Spelljammer over on Phoenix Iwaki's channel on September 2nd. And
Excellent.
all I can say is that I'm going to be playing a race I've never played before, and a class I've never played before.
Ah, what race?
I'm going to be a fairy artificer.
Ooh, my brain tried to call that a fartificer. Now that's the thing.
Right, I'm back. What's the laughter about?
Um,
Barbarian space pug. That. Wow. Okay,
No.
I've got a lot to catch up on.
Yeah, no, I mentioned that I pre-ordered Spelljammer, and the mail from D&D Beyond mentioned space hamsters, and so my mind
Oh, yeah.
went to Humblewood in space.
Yeah,
And
I'm there with you. I am right there with you.
and I'm also I'm going to be playing a space hamster at the end.
That's it. What
Yes.
else would you do if that was an option?
Yes, exactly. And then I mentioned that I'm going to be playing in Spelljammer Academy over on Phoenix Iwaki's channel on September 2nd.
Cool.
And I will be playing a fairy artificer.
Amazing.
And
Yes.
of course, so Terris went fartificer, because why wouldn't you?
Of course you would. Dalsbrook. That was it.
I'd probably play a Vulpin rogue.
That's where they had their other place, was in Dalsbrook.
Ah.
Okay.
I remember this. I just got a map of Sweden up, and I was just like, hang on, okay. I definitely spent time there. And it was extremely gorgeous. It was extremely pretty. And there it is. That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so
Marvelous country.
if John lets me because I'm going to be a battlesmith artificer, and if he lets me, my steel defender is going to be an aardvark.
Oh, yeah.
So my fairy can hold the ears and steer it with when moving around.
Yes, you told us. Yes.
So yes.
I'm hoping that you call it Ardana.
Yes.
Nice.
But yes,
Nice.
aardvark. So yeah, you arrive back at Blade's camp, and yeah, I didn't add the extra water, but it's not like
That's fine.
flowing that
It's
fast.
better now.
It's better
We
now.
fixed it.
It's now
Yeah,
moving.
The water got here before us.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's moving,
are.
but not that fast. So
Turned out the blockage was 6 kobolds. Who knew? I'm kidding.
the fairy comes flying out of the house, and you made it back.
Yes?
Yep.
There would
Oh.
also be, like, several geese here as well.
Yeah, I think there were like three or four geese.
Yeah, so there would be also be geese.
And splendid fellows they are as well.
Oh yeah. Well, and you brought friends.
Yes, so these are our contingent of kobolds. And
Yes.
we've
David,
Also,
Deadeye, and the others.
we've also liberated some geese from a former hag.
Oh, well,
Delphine, do you like eggs?
I do. Yes. Oh, you
Do
want?
Would,
have the
yeah.
capacity?
Well-
Would
Well-
you like to... Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, Josh.
No. I was just going to say, I mean, I thought we were taking them to the town, but Delphine, if you have the capacity, and I'm not wanting to demean you in any way, I just think it'd probably be like looking after creatures literally 10 times your size might be a little bit of a push.
Oh, yeah. I think that would be a little bit too much. Yes. If we were talking like
Right.
maybe smaller, but these are very big geese, so I don't think they will fit here, unfortunately.
No, I guess
Yes.
not. But
Unless we
I'm
cast
sure.
enlarge reduce on them.
Well,
Would have Tiny geese.
Isn't that just a duck?
That's not a tiny goose. That's a small goose.
Right.
I would say a tiny goose is like a duckling. But the shape of
Duckling.
a goose that thinks it's a goose.
I
Right.
know
Sorry.
I know the spell, but it doesn't last that long, and I would have to cast it
Yes.
many times, and that. No, I think
No,
it's
that's all right.
Yeah.
You'd have
Yeah, that's all
you'd
right.
have some fairly confused geese, I'm sure.
You would. You would, but much easier to look after. It's only a shame the spell can't be made permanent. Never mind. We'll take them down to the town. I'll bring you back an
Right.
egg if I'm up this way.
Oh, that would be
This
very
one's
nice. Thank
spoken
you.
for.
Oh, you have an egg in there?
Yes. You never know when you're going to just pop one out, are you?
Oh, I guess that would be true.
Mm.
I've never laid an egg.
Oh, I haven't either. I don't think fairies lay eggs.
Neither do male
yeah.
geckos.
No, we don't. That's probably why I've never laid one.
That actually happens in message. You hear that in your brain,
Yeah.
like, dude. Neither do male. Well, I don't know this for certain, but I think neither do male gekkotai.
No, we
And
we
in
don't.
fairness, neither have I actually.
Oh.
I never really found the right fellow.
So with Dragonborn, they don't just lay eggs like chickens. They only lay eggs when they're fertile.
I believe it's an internal fertilization, and then they pop it out afterwards. But I've yet
So
to
they don't-
settle on Ada's inclination anyway. She's
So
a
they don't
maternal
lay-
sort, but I'm not sure she's straight.
That's fair. So they don't lay unfertilized eggs. You don't
Look,
get
I don't know. This is DM's call. This is
Dragonborn
your
omelets.
lore, Ardana.
No.
You definitely fucking don't.
Sorry.
It's a double yoga.
Goodness.
Yeah, no,
Dude.
no, they don't lay unfertilized eggs. No, Blade
This is a good
walks
conversation,
over
yeah.
to the
What a
small watermill next to Valfine, and just his head is tilted, that very amused grin on his face, and I assume from the flow of the water that you were successful.
More or
Yes.
less. The rock
More,
is
I
still.
would say.
Yes, the rock is still up there, but it's lifted somewhat out of the water.
Yes.
You
It was a
made
rock
your-
carved with runes. We couldn't make heads or tails of them. Well, one of
No.
us could. Which one? It wasn't me. Pretty sure it was.
It was
you,
me,
Frimlin.
I think.
Yes. You had sort of a vague idea of what it all meant, but we couldn't really make any heads
Yeah.
or tails of it, so we just sort of brute forced it out of the way.
Yeah, Frimlin would
the lads-
explain what he knew, but
Yeah.
otherwise, honestly, you might want to do something about it at some point. But
Yes, you may want to
we've
nip
moved
up
it
and
for
make
now.
it take a more permanent solution. We didn't really have any magical capacity to sort of deal with it in the long term, and I would say, come the spring melt, you'll be looking at it getting knocked over and probably blocking it all up again. So probably best head up in your own time. I would think if you dug out one side, you might be able to stand the whole thing up. But also heads up, so we only killed one of the hags. The other two weren't there.
Oh,
They've had a
that
bit of-
is unfortunate.
Yes. I'd have been up for all three. I don't know if we would have been capable, to be honest. But the contingent was dreadfully helpful. David here slayed her, actually. It wasn't even us. I mean, I did lay in a little bit, and Frimlin certainly helped as well. But yes, glad we met these chaps when we did, to be honest.
They've been invaluable.
They have. And a splendid group of fellows they are as well. So yeah, anyway, that's basically the long, the short, the wide, and the rocky of it. Blade. So yes, head on up there and sort it out. It would be my advice. In the mid to short term, if not the immediate.
Oh,
But it's currently propped up by a whole bunch of roof beams and so forth. Should be good for a couple of months at least, I'd have thought. But you never want to take chances with this because I'm not planning on hanging around. Neither is Frimlin, I don't think.
We will
But anyway,
eventually need to go home, but I'm obviously in no hurry.
well, I am ever so grateful, and I shall absolutely go up and make sure that the flow of my river is secured. Now, I do not own that much to give, but I do have in exchange for this, of course.
no.
But well, I do have one thing.
Well then,
Well, this, and he pulls a shard out from his belt. It looks like a shard of a seashell,
Ooh,
and he
pretty.
that's very pretty.
holds it out, and it seems to glimmer in the sunlight. I'm not sure if any of you have seen freshwater clams.
I am very familiar.
Yes.
So the inside have this iridescent shine, but the
Well, that's
outside
some-
is
Yeah.
like
Sort of like the mother of pearl.
You're
Yeah.
talking to a pair of Aussies. Yeah,
Yeah.
we are very
Yeah, yeah.
familiar with this.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's why I ask if you've seen freshwater, not saltwater, because the freshwater ones
Oh,
they
yeah.
look like stones on the outside.
On the outside, yes.
Yeah.
And then on the
They're very
inside,
pretty.
it's gorgeous. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So he
They're
holds
beautiful.
out a piece of the such, and
Ooh.
That's wonderful.
I would indicate for Frimlin to have it.
Yeah.
I'm set.
Well, if you're sure.
No.
Yeah, Frimlin will move forward and he'll take it in hand if it's offered.
the blade holds it out to you, and as soon as you
It's
touch it,
beautiful.
you feel this kind of almost like a water current move up your arm,
Ooh.
and the air around you seems a little bit fresher. Like
Goodness.
instead of cold, muggy, late summer forest, it has this piney freshness to it.
Ooh.
And
Wonderful.
Blade grins with those jagged teeth, and well, this should be able to save you the next time some mischievous spirit tries to lure you into water.
Oh, speaking of that, please don't drown out kobolds.
No.
Oh, I
Yeah,
have
he
no
knew.
interest.
Excellent.
No.
So
Good man.
you now have a shard of water breathing.
Child of
Ooh.
water.
It will let you.
Nice.
It's not over power. It lets you breathe underwater for 10 minutes. But if fashioned into a necklace or a ring or something you can wear, it lets you breathe underwater for 10 minutes.
I cannot find this in items, so
No, it's
I
a
will
homebrew item, so
add it to my extras.
yeah, I will make it for I will write it up for you, but it's just
Ardana,
Yes?
Zodlander asks if the characters are available to view on D&D Beyond. Is there do you have a link or anything, or do we not sharing?
if you want to share, you can share the character sheets
Yeah, share mine.
on the Discord if you want to join Sodlander. But unfortunately, the overlay that existed for Twitch is no longer being updated or maintained, so we
Yeah.
cannot use it. But yeah,
It's a
or
pain in the ass because it took me a while to figure that out, and it's a pig. It doesn't really make sense. Yeah,
yeah,
there is a lot of homebrew in this Lilith as well.
Yeah, it is. Like,
Frimlin is basically all.
yes.
Yeah, Frimlin is a creature of my own making.
And also
But,
this whole part of the campaign is based on Scandinavian folklore. So all of it is basically homebrew.
Yeah, join the Discord. Come over. We'll share them there.
Yeah. Well,
I threw Frimlin in the chat. Just
hi, Phoenix. Yeah.
because I'm a dickhead.
Let me. Yeah, I can
Hey,
share
Phoenix.
Ada as well. But yeah, hop on over to the Discord to see all the stuff for this campaign. And yeah. Frimlin, you now have a shard of water breathing. You can fashion it into a necklace or a ring or anything you can wear, and it will let you breathe underwater for 10 minutes.
Excellent.
You can it doesn't have any activation, so you can pop underwater, you can breathe for 10 minutes, pop on up, and go back down if you want.
So it's a multiple use item.
Yes.
Excellent.
It doesn't have any limit because it's 10 minutes. I figured it's less than, say, a lizard folk would get, because I think they have 15 minutes.
Yeah. Where should we slap this? Game planning, general discussions.
Only players have access to that, but I will put it in. Where would I put that? We do have a D&D discussion channel where you can put it.
D&D discussions. There we are.
Yes.
Alrighty, I'll slap it up there.
Yeah.
There you are. Wow, that is not what that is not the thing I want to do. Huge thing.
Yes.
Yeah. There's this link. I want that. In fact, can I just pop you there? There. That. Not this thing. I will delete that. That is just massive self-promotion.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Well, if you're not in a hurry, you're free to stay here for the night. It's still early if you want to continue moving. We can make some early dinner, I guess.
We'd imagine it would be safer here than down at the war camp to take a rest and a sleep. Considering there was a dragon attack.
Ah, yes. We saw that one when you first arrived.
Right.
Is it still ongoing? Because we could sort of see it from here.
Yeah, no, it seems to be over now. You can't see the dragon in the distance anymore, but you can see flames still rising.
Let's let them sort it out. I'm not very good at firefighting. I'm normally the one setting them.
We say.
Well, I would invite you into the house, but I doubt you'd fit. I'm sorry.
Well,
Cast didn't reduce on me. I'll come in. I'd love to see your place.
Oh. Yes, but you overstay your welcome, and then you'll be wearing the place.
Well, I'll make sure not to. And if I'm still small when I come out, I'll hop a ride on Karma. Oh, actually, no, don't.
That worked.
It's a fun idea. I really apologize. I don't though, because actually this one is a separate being to me now, and yes, I don't want to be smothered by an egg. Yes.
Oh, yes, of course. I would have to cast it several times.
Let's not do that. I don't know what magic does to them in the what's the not a womb in egg.
Oh, yeah, that would probably not be a good idea. I'll bring something out though.
Well,
you know what? I have some stuff here. We can cook out here, because I doubt that the portions I can prepare would be suitable. It would be
you could enlarge them.
Oh.
We have some fish.
Oh.
We do have some egg. We do have some fish. We don't have some egg. The egg is not on the menu.
I could try and catch some more, if there are any.
I wouldn't be at all surprised if Blade could just sort of click his fingers and pop some out.
While I could, I won't, because that would disturb the river. However, I am an accomplished fisherman. For when my preferred prey elude me.
We could potentially try and lure some fish out of the water.
I'm pretty good at it too. Lightning lure.
Sure.
I can't remember your ruling on using speak with animals and then persuasion to try and convince fish to come to the shore.
Because that would be deadly to them.
Yeah, no. No.
Not out, but like to the edge of the water so I can scoop them out.
Yeah, no.
No.
Would that even work for fish? Because their intelligence is 1.
Let me see.
I'm not even sure
yeah.
speak with animals would work. Yeah, it would work. It worked on the birds.
Yeah.
Well, it's really hard. I'm looking for the Google term for being what would be the name of, what would you say if you are, I am in an egg? Egg capsulated? Egg cubated? Because Google just isn't helping me on this. It appears to be a blind spot in the English language. There is no word for being within an egg. There are names for things that you would find in an egg, but not actually for being in one, which is just frustrating. Anyway, sorry, carry on. That's just my own sidebar. Turns out Google doesn't know everything. There you are.
Yeah, that means I get a gold star from my teacher. My computer teacher in 9th grade said that we would get a gold star if we could find something that couldn't be found on Google.
Wow. There you go. You just need some obscure D&D nouns.
Yep. Yeah. Sitting down for dinner, I think you decided on fish. And considering they failed the strength save again, Ada, you would be able to catch another fish.
Yep.
Should I attempt my sleight of hand trick?
If you want.
No one's stopping you.
That's a nat one.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
No, the fish just slaps you in the face and swims away.
Well, that was rude. So I guess I was rather rude for trying to catch him and eat him.
You did try to kill it. I say holding a partially scorched fish. Ada builds a new fire, pops the egg in it. Because that was very warm, I'll be honest, that was very warm. Look, once again, sympathy for the human females, goodness me. Anyway, and then I spit roast 3 fish.
Ooh, yum.
To be clarified, I build spits and I stick a stick up the fish and then I turn them over it, other than the naughty version of that.
Yes. The kobolds gather around you again.
I would probably put Deadeye and one of the others, not David, to turning the spits.
Yeah.
While I do the third. Because I'm not above doing it, I just don't have enough hands.
Yeah.
And we all have a splendid dinner.
Yes. And you all...
Roasted fish and grapes.
And grapes and a little bit of vegetables from the garden.
A tiny amount of vegetables.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's basically just Valfine living here, and like a
Well,
carrot.
Delphine, like she could cast enlarge on a carrot, and
Yeah,
we've got enough for everybody. But it
yeah,
won't stay large, so we'll eat
exactly.
it, and then it shrinks again. So we'll be
Yeah,
hungry an hour later. It's like eating Chinese.
yeah,
Um,
basically, yeah. But yeah, no, she pulls a few carrots and like each of the carrot, she can hold like 2 carrots as she flies over. But each would last her a week, basically.
yeah.
And Blade is sitting
I hear-
over in a
I hear
corner. Yeah,
Barking dogs.
yeah, it's a sound set.
I was
Okay,
about to
right.
apologize, but my dogs have stopped. So
Yeah,
No,
no,
no.
it's part of the sound sets. It's called Other Wildlife.
Right. Okay, I'm just like, are we about to be attacked by a pack of ravenous hounds
No,
while we're
in
taking
the
our little
middle
rest,
of dinner?
while we're taking our little rest, would it be okay if I quickly zipped to the bathroom and unhydrated?
sure. We can take
So,
a 5-minute bio break here if people want.
Yes,
Oh, good God.
let's do that.
Cause
Yes.
Gekkotai is a homebrew raced Zodlander.
Yep.
It is a
I can
lizard
get you
humanoid,
the-
but it with the features of geckos.
yes.
Yep, I can get you the homebrew for it if you like.
Yep. Let's put that
Join
in.
the Discord.
Join the Discord, and you can
I'll
find it
be right
in
back.
the D&D channel. We will be right back after a 5-minute break. So see you
Yes.
then.
Splendid. Bye bye, everyone. Never with Granny. And splendid and rather. I say rather an awful lot with the older generation.
And we're back! Welcome back, everyone!
We are
Hello.
indeed splendid.
Yes, absolutely. And yeah, but I've found myself rather attached to clerics because they are overpowered badasses if you stack their spells in the correct way.
Well, yes. What happened? Rather. Oh, that was caught. Splendid.
Sorry, Tony. I just forgot to shift things over.
In fairness, Tony, I was, yes. Pregnancy will do that to you.
Where did my... Did the dog close my... Yes, it did. Okay. I
Yes.
fixed it.
Tony, Terris had to go and feed a foal that's living in the formal dining room. Too hard to
It's
explain.
living in the garage now.
Okay, right. I misunderstood. What's hilarious is not a lie at all.
Yeah, that's the most beautiful part about it.
Yes, truth is always.
Her
more
name is
fun.
Edelweiss.
Oh, a great name for literally
dominant
anything.
white.
I'm considering she would be. All Edelweisses should be.
Yeah, it would be weird if you named like a brown foal Edelweiss.
Edelweiss, just it's dominant white as well. Like that's
Yeah.
strong Nazi imagery there.
It's a genetic thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes, no, it is, but it's also Edelweiss is a flower that grows in the Alps in Germany.
Yes.
And it's a
Yep.
symbol of machismo and your strength as a warrior. And German soldiers in World War II used to climb the slopes to get it to prove their strength and virility. And I just really enjoy that the dominant white element of that.
Yeah, because the bloody flowers decided I'm gonna grow here, right on this cliff edge, because I can.
This really difficult place. Yeah. Where no one can pick me except, dominant whites. Yep.
Yeah, dumbass humans who decided climbing mountains is a good idea.
It's a pretty flower.
It is a very pretty flower, but like, if not even mountain goats want to pick it and eat it, why would humans think it's a good idea to get up there and pick it?
It's pretty.
Any hoozle.
Yeah.
You have a lovely fish dinner next to this now bubbling river that seems to be growing larger and larger by the hour as the water is gently returning to it.
Mildly concerned for Delphine's homestead. We're not going to drown it, are we?
Yeah, we shall see. No,
But otherwise,
it has rather deep banks, so it shouldn't be a problem. I mean, her homestead has survived the spring river, so
good. Yes, all right. She's up quite high.
yeah. And you all get a long rest because you managed to bypass the combat again.
No idea what you're talking about.
I didn't say we would.
Yes,
really badly.
You did say you, because my dice abandoned me again. I need new dice. I like.
Not abandon you. Your dice agreed that the story was better this way.
True. That's very true. These dice tend to roll shit when I need them to, though. And next morning dawns bright and mildly overcast.
Yeah. Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, Velfin is the only one who's been able to sleep in. Well, Blade sleeps in the cave. Over here.
Sleeping underwater is very comfy, so he probably doesn't struggle at all.
Yeah, and then Velfin is in her little hut. The rest of you, unfortunately, have had to find other accommodations out under the pine trees.
I'm going to say that Ada and the kobolds slept in a pile.
Sure.
Because I've always wanted to sleep in a pile, but I can't actually sleep in contact with another being. It just wakes me up immediately. But I've always liked the idea of it. So
Yeah.
I'm going to impose it on one of my characters. And yes, Ada and the kobolds all sleep in a big pile.
Yes. Taking turns keeping watch. Well, the kobolds are at least.
Frimlin will probably sleep atop Karma, as he is wont to do when he is on the road.
Yep. Karma, looking at the pine trees, where like there's not a single branch for about at least 10 feet. Looks up, looks at Frimlin, looks up, and then just plops down under the pine tree. And then, yeah.
Excellent.
You would wake up.
This is a draconic folk thing.
If the crunching is coming through, tell me, by the way.
Okay.
And I will stop crunching.
Is this another full situation?
No, I've got homemade.
What animal
goat
do you have
cheese.
with you now? Oh, okay.
No, I've got homemade goat cheese and crackers. So.
Oh, all right then.
Yeah.
Rub it in.
Not at all jealous.
Or don't,
Nope.
you know. Yeah.
Yeah, no. Maybe not Robin.
Goat's
goat.
jelly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goat. Yes.
The
Pain to
sun.
get out of chest hair, I'll tell you.
Thank you so much for that follow, Nagi Kyoto. I love the name, by the way. That is brilliant.
Yes. I love that that happened after I was implying I was rubbing goat cheese into my chest.
Ew.
That's the kind of content you like, my friend. Like, all power to you.
I mean, yeah, sure, okay.
We'll take it.
Absolutely.
Any port in the storm.
Okay, yes. The next morning, the sun
Wow.
rises over the pine trees, and the day is rather overcast, with just a few sprinklings of sun rays coming through the clouds.
Oh.
The...
Do I hear the roars of a red dragon?
No.
Excellent.
Looking
Larger
at...
question. Do I hear any dragons?
No.
Even better. Splendid.
So, looking south, there's no trace of a dragon in the sky, and the flames seem to be lower. You can still see some of them licking towards the sky, but they are fewer, and it seems like they're becoming more and more under control the further the morning is proceeding.
Well, that's good. All right.
Uh-huh.
So, continuing, progressing.
Progressing, thank you.
So Frimlin, why were you sent up here in the first place?
I was
To help
sent here
Blade?
to find Blade.
Okay. Was there anything more to it than that? That we need the water coming back?
The river was one reason, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What's the reason, wasn't it? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think we've done it. They
Oh, good.
needed the water.
That's splendid.
Oh.
Well, there we are then. Done. Splendid. Knock that one off. Good job, contingency. Okay. Well then, how now? This is and she switches to message. This is an important one. How are the people at your encampment likely to react to a gaggle of geese and a... What is the collective noun for kobolds? Hang on. Google!
I have to find this out too. Group.
Kobolds. Collective plural for kobolds. A cabal.
Nice.
Could be a cabal.
I like it.
I like that. Yeah. D&D creatures. A gob of goblins and a hobnobbing of hobgoblins. A cabal of kobolds does seem to be the collective wisdom on the matter.
Okay, so a cabal of kobolds.
Love it.
Hmm.
There is a lot of websites that have ideas on this as well. If you are wanting a fun after a cuddle of goblins, I love it. I love it so much. It's a Pathfinder edition. A cuddle of goblins. Splendid.
But yeah.
Well, actually, my oldest son, after being nearly run over by a gaggle of prams, strollers,
Gaggle of prams.
when he was shopping, said that a group of mothers should be called an imposition.
The amount of times I've nearly been yoked by a pram coming out of nowhere, I agree with this sentiment.
I suggested that maybe that would be a collective noun for a group of Karens would be an imposition.
Oh. I want to stress that my wife's name is Karen with an E.
Yes.
Not an A.
That's
and she
fine.
is very far from a Karen. But my favorite collective noun is for a group of guinea pigs. The collective noun for guinea pigs is a merkin of guinea pigs.
Oh goodness!
Yes. I
For
used
the
to.
non-English speakers among us, a pubic wig.
I used to have a merkin of guinea pigs.
I do like
Good.
that a
I'm
group
glad
of
you
parrots
finished that
is
sentence
business.
the way you did.
I had 4 of them, so it would have been a merkin of guinea pigs.
That would be a merkin. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I do like that a
Tangenting.
group of ferrets is a business, but
Yes. Okay. Tangenting again.
yes.
Good tangent though.
Yes.
It's so the cabal comes with us. The collective, the cabal. It's the cabal. I
Cabal.
like
Yeah,
it.
we like a cabal.
Yes.
Who doesn't like a cabal? Good old merkin of kobolds.
No.
That is a non-furry merkin.
Oh no.
Maybe that's a merkin of owlbears.
It's a bald merkin. Yeah. Defeating the point, really.
A Birkin.
A Birkin.
Goodness.
All right. So
Okay.
now we go owlbears. Sorry, carry on.
Saying your
Sloth.
nice.
Well, I'm sorry, it's a sloth of bears and a parliament of owls. Combined, that makes it maybe a congress of owlbears. I like that. I think that's very good. That's Chris
I like
Perkins,
it too.
DM. Yes,
Nice,
I would
yes.
agree. Yeah. It's an empire. I apologize. It's an empire. This is a Twitter conversation. It's an empire of owlbears. There you go. An incongruity of owlbears. There's a lot of ideas on this one. A shindig of owlbears. I enjoy that. That's splendid. A waffle. A waffle.
A
A
waffle.
waffle crew.
Okay.
Dating opportunities ahead. Okay. Well, anyway, carry on. Sorry.
Carry on, my wayward son.
Christopher Perkin does work for the Wizards of the Coast, so it's an empire. There you are. Official.
Okay.
An empire of owlbears.
Yes.
Yeah.
Doesn't
make sense.
Saying your goodbyes to yeah.
Bye, Blade. Take care, Delphine. Thanks for the grapes.
Oh, you're very welcome. Do come back if you can. Why did I call it?
Sorry.
I was talking to myself.
Sure.
Sorry. Hello.
I have too much cheese. Hello.
No, we're here. Hello.
You make your way south along the river that is now flowing rather briskly.
This is what we want.
and coming out of the woods, Ada, you would have passed this place before, but I don't think you went into it. So come
No.
on.
Now, would you mind if I make a retroactive investigation check? I want to check out the egg.
Sure.
At what stage is it like? Because you know when they're getting ready, when they're almost done, you know. You can tell if the being inside is ready to pop. You know.
Yep.
Can I have a listen? Use my draconic senses, and my Ada is quite a maternal sort, despite not actually being a parent her own self. I think I've portrayed her quite well as a maternal sort.
Yeah, sure.
Kobold decapitation notwithstanding. And she does feel a little bad about it. Can I just have a tap, 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 a tap, 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 to determine the readiness or otherwise of this egglet?
Absolutely.
If Frimlin sees you doing this, he'll just say quietly, "We think it's best determined if you use a light source under the egg."
Oh, well, there's a thought. I had the mental image of the egg was actually made of gold.
It looks like it's gilded,
It's
like
gold
the
colored?
first.
Oh, it's okay, right.
Yeah. So
So
at
if I
first
hold it up to the sun,
you would be able to see through it.
not sunny side up, Lilith, you monster. What would you like me to roll?
The way we
For
Investigation?
with Frimlin's help and for that beautiful lady as a reference, I'm going to give you roll nature with advantage. Nature
Nature
or
with advantage.
nature or investigation with advantage. Your choice.
It's the same. Let's do nature. Because I am a +0 in both. 17!
Nice! nice.
I dead set hold it up like na Savenya, and the sun shines through it.
Yes. With that nature check and your knowledge of dragons, you can determine that it is maybe 2 weeks left until it hatches.
Because the incubation period is quite a while as well, so this is nearly done.
Yes.
David, what was the situation that you found this egg in?
It was
Was it in the fireplace?
It was in the fireplace, but the fireplace was out.
Ah, well, but it was probably okay, right? Well, that's interesting. Okay, pop her back in. Him, whatever, them. I popped them back in. And yes. I don't really have anything, do I? I don't. To sort of keep them warm. Obviously, again, brand new day, brand new wet leather boots. If Frimlin, if you wouldn't mind giving me a little extra, prestidigity warmth.
Yeah, he will absolutely prestidigitate the I guess you've still got coals there. The coals warm.
I do. I got new coals this morning.
Yep.
Lilith, killing a kobold is like it's not exactly the same as a sentient being.
It kind of is. They're still sentient.
Not like killing a baby.
What if it's a baby kobold?
If it was a baby kobold, it would be different. It wasn't. This is the kobold who was like, I'll definitely turn on you in 20 minutes.
Yes.
Big difference. Almost entirely due to things I'd done to it, but still.
Yes, it would absolutely have turned on you. No questions asked.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why I gave him a beautiful necklace. He died extremely happy, except for the last couple of seconds. And he had a brilliant life right up until about 3 seconds before he died. And look, wouldn't you want that? I know I would.
I don't know. I think he spent most of his life subjugated by an evil dragon.
But
so...
the final the final few hours were brilliant.
This is true,
True.
yes.
They were. He had a lovely meal. He listened to a marvelous story.
That was not
Anyway,
the
we go back to this village, and I know I'm about 2 weeks away from being a mummy.
Yep.
Right. So,
Yes.
we'll go up and announce this, I guess, since they'll be expecting me.
Oh, good. Yes, I'll stay back here with the lads. The contingent.
Right.
The cabal.
Cabal?
Cabal.
I like the Cabal.
Yes.
Let's call it that. Okay, new name, lads. The Cabal, right? All right.
Right?
Got it. We probably
And
won't
yeah,
change it again. I
Frimlin
like this one.
Yeah, Frimlin will walk up and he'll just be, to the guards out front?
The two elf,
yeah.
male elf standing guard.
I believe, your commander is expecting me.
You're...
In Frimlin.
You're the
We,
blizzard. Yes, of course.
Right. I have some, companions who, need answerance as well. They may be a little, worrisome to look at as they're, some of them. We have some blue, kobold deserters who are willing to, change allegiance. And I'd like them to, have a safe passage amongst your, people.
Wait here, I shall be right back. And he looks over at his companion, and before walking through the gates, walking up and grabbing Rimichi, both of them coming back down. The guard takes his place again, and Rimichi steps up forward. Oh, sorry, that was not his voice. Oh, my friend. I assume you were
Rimichi.
successful?
We were, yes. We, have some companions with me. And he'll, point over to the kobolds and Ada.
Yeah. Rimichi looks
Ada
over.
gives like a coquettish, wiggle of the fingers, like, hello.
Yeah. So Ada, what you
and
see?
She's nursing the papoose quite.
Yeah.
It's being very maternal now.
Yeah. What you see, Ada, is Frimlin is talking to what looks like a summer Eladrin.
Oh.
He is wearing very fancy armor and is very clearly the leader of this war camp.
How's the camp looking?
Um,
Let me put it this way: did they fight the dragon off, or did the dragon bugger off?
from what you can see from where you're standing, it looks like they managed to fight her off.
Oh, good job.
But a lot of the walls and a lot of the buildings have been destroyed in the process.
Yes. Well, look, still impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, splendid.
The Eladrin lifts his hand and waves you closer. And as he sees the
Come on then,
kobold,
Cabal.
yeah, he.
Bear with me.
That is
They were,
fine.
Instrumental in
They really were.
in the completion of the mission.
I'm glad to hear that. And you say they deserted. You say they deserted their post as from the
Well,
enemy.
They'd much prefer to work with a benevolent master or mistress than the cruel dragon that was eating them for any slight or any failure.
Ada would message him like quietly and just say, Yes, they're not actually 100%. Like, they are definitely on board, but deserter is basically they think that um, the dragon that they obeyed is not aware of their duplicity, and probably suspects that they are dead. So they have changed sides because they like the idea, because they had not been introduced to it beforehand, that other dragons might be nicer. So they are working with me now. And by proxy, my grandmother, Lady Serenchala. So yes, that's sort of the situation. Just they have been a little misled, but in a positive direction, which is why I'm telling you this quietly.
Is Ada used to messaging her grandmother like this?
It's a cantrip message, it's not sending, so
Yeah.
unless Granny is nearby.
No. Has she done so in the past? Like, because
She would have, yes.
Yeah. So you wouldn't be too surprised when the response, so to speak, comes back a little more grand and echoing than the voice that
Ooh.
is portrayed outwardly.
Right. It's splendid.
And he replies with, "I see. Well," and the voice is a lot more feminine as well.
Booming. Oh.
"I see. Well, I think we can have use for these then. If nothing else, as informants."
Yes, you can. You're welcome to them, but as long as you're nice to them.
Of course.
They're actually lovely chaps. Just dreadfully misled. I presume I am speaking with, and I would probably know the name of the other copper dragon.
Yeah, the name of the other copper dragon is Vaurimechinger, but she goes, well, they go by Rimechi.
Amazing.
Because
I
no one can
presume
pronounce
you
their full name.
But Ada would be able to, because
Yeah.
she A, speaks Draconic, and B, respects the fuck out of dragons.
Yeah.
So she would say, I presume I am speaking with Valerie Machinge.
You are, yes.
It is, and she bows deeply.
It's no
It's
need
not
for that.
I know. Except that there is. Respect is always due.
Are you, as I understand it, helped save our war camp from a drought? Since you're
Well, there is
here and not dead.
That is also true. There was 3 hags. Only one of them is dead. The other 2 buggered off. They are working for, and as were these chaps, the blue one's name.
The blue one is Mevronbel.
Mevronbel, and also allied with the red one. So, just FYI, out of curiosity, you're here. You could have killed the fucker. Why didn't you?
I find myself... well, how to put this?
And all of this is message.
Yeah.
All of this is message. Yeah,
Okay,
she
yeah.
is. While she trusts Frimlin, this conversation is not being had out loud.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I seem to have found myself in a position of leadership for the people of this camp. And I fear that should I leave and those who follow me, they would take matters into their own hands and try to take leader positions from themselves. I did not ask for this position. I wanted to take the fight directly to my kin. But my companion...
Ada has...
Yeah.
Sorry, you carry on. Ada has this look of sadness on her in her face as well. Sort of the Sucks.
Mm.
And she says, so they don't know.
No, most of them do not. They believe that I
Interesting.
brought my Faekin here as a Eladrin to help them.
Ah. And you did? Well, you brought Eladrin here.
I brought Eladrin, but they do not suspect that I am
Not
Dragonkin.
Right. I won't give you away then. Good to know. This one, and I point at Frimlin. He's not from around here, I'm sure you're aware. He's probably looking to get home. Any thoughts?
He was only supposed to see my memories, not relive them. I am currently working on a way to send him back to his own timeline. But with the ongoings here, it leaves little time.
So, fun story, and I indicate my impending motherhood.
Mm-hmm.
Not mine. One of yours, really.
Fast.
She's gold. I think I'm getting she vibes off her, but...
Mm-hmm. That is splendid news.
Is it?
I'll have
in this time?
Well, perhaps not for the infant.
No, that's my worry. Sorry, I've gone all maternal on it. The hags had it, and I've got to wonder why.
Well, I know of a friend of mine who lost their eggs before she was very wounded and had to retreat.
On our side?
On our side, yes. She's now...
Gold?
She is. But she is in no state of raising a young one.
Very well. Well, would I have your leave to take charge of the little one?
Yes. I am assuming that you have ways of raising it, caring for it.
Look, I'm certainly capable of keeping it until I die, at which point it'll be old enough to look after itself.
Then I leave you with this burden, to raising a young gold dragon for as long as you can.
I bear it gladly.
And I appreciate you saving this young one from the hags.
What do you think they wanted with it? Just to raise it in... Well, they were allies of the other dragons, but I don't think they were particularly firm in their beliefs. They're not fanatics.
No.
The three of them separated over a disagreement around which dragon to listen to.
I fear that they would use the young one as... And I don't even want to think it, but as ingredients in their foul potions.
Yes. Well, best, yes, all right. They can come with me then. I was contemplating, actually, traveling with Frimlin. Thoughts?
I do believe that in our future, such as it is, if my memories as they are correct, Dragonkin do not exist in the material plane. But if you find a way to remain hidden from history, I see no problems with this.
You know me and mine. We're more about recording it than making it.
I shall see what I can do. I am still investigating ways of sending Frimlin back to his timeline. If I can crack that... Yep.
we wouldn't mind taking the Cabal with us.
I should see what I can do. If I can send one or two, in the case of the mount, I should be able to send several.
No pressure. If not, I'll find another way. But I don't want this one wrapped up in all of this. I'll have to go a long way away. I was thinking future is better. Do you know how far away he is?
If my thoughts are right, he is from a time almost
Beyond us.
15 millennia in the future.
Good lords.
He was, like I said, only supposed to watch my memories, not be part of them.
I see. Thank you. I shall leave you to your preparations and your investigations. If I can be of any assistance, or my Cabal, or Frimlin, let us know.
I shall. And the Eladrin bows slightly to you, Ada.
I bowed deeply again. And I say, well, that's that. Sorry about that, everyone. It's not an omnidirectional spell, sadly. Come on, then. Into the camp. Cabal, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. In we go.
David snaps to attention and then pipes up, "Let's go!" And
Excellent.
well, not. Why do I get Ada every time I try to do that? Yeah, there we go. And they.
At least you do. I try and move the actual stream screen because I'm looking at Twitch.
And they carefully single file with the David at the front through.
Ada has organized them by height.
David is
so
the smallest.
David leads because he's the smallest, and then it goes to the biggest, which I'm imagining is Deadeye. So it's a sandwich between Deadeye and there's a gradient of kobolds.
Yes.
Which is another collective noun. There you are.
Yes, and they're basically like hunching down, looking at the elves, carefully, like, please don't help us.
Frimlin, seeing them hunch, is going to tap David on the shoulder. Just, son, stand proud.
Okay.
These are your friends and companions.
Okay.
And he's going to call out, pretty much announcing specifically David and his cabal. As he's mentioning the Slayer of Hags, David Hagsbane, the mighty warrior that slew a hag with a stone.
You see David fidgeting like, help.
And then he hears in his head Ada say, "Stand proud, one. You are dragonkin."
He straightens up slightly and just clasps his hands to stop fidgeting, and then takes a step and looking around because, like, they're all blue kobolds in a camp where they're fighting a blue dragon.
Yes, but Frimlin is really upplaying this, calling him the savior of the encampment, the ender of the drought.
Which is not unfair.
No. And
between them, they did way more damage than we did.
Yes, they did.
He's really playing these guys up as the heroes of the moment. To try and help. That
would have taken so much longer if we hadn't had them.
Oh yeah, it would have. Absolutely. And you see Rimachi's trying very hard not to smile at this. As the kobolds start.
Rimachi hears in her head adorable things. So fucking stupid.
They really are. But so useful.
Charming and useful, exactly.
And with the parade of the hero kobolds into this war-torn encampment. This is where we leave this session.
Ah, solid work.
That's amazing.
And it's the end of this particular part of the campaign.